Oh, you, Tia. Oh, you. I have no words, Tia. Thank you for the sub, by the way. 27 months ain't as much as me, but, you know, it will do. Also, I hope you're doing good. I hope work is going well. You should be at work by now, for now. I decided to start a little early because I want to... Oh, you stayed home? I see. I see. Oof, sorry to hear. Anyway, if you remember how the base looked before, I think it looked like this or whatever, right? It was just cobble. Now we got a bit of a restyle going on, as you can see. We got some sexy restyling for now. This area is using this skystone because this is what you get from applied energistics. So my idea is I'm probably going to change these white ones. There is like whiter blocks. But yeah, you have the main tunnels. This is data, this is power. And then every section is gonna be using blocks kinda related to that mod. So the applied energistics section is gonna use skystone because meteors from applied are made with skystone. Tinker, we might use some more things and so on. Now, things that got changed, just to keep you up. We were working with peer-to-peer tunnels last time. Did I actually make peer-to-peer tunnels? Maybe I didn't yet. Okay, let's begin. I made these interfaces. I think you remember these. These guys are supposed to autocraft for me. And there is like a crafting CPU, which is needed to do crafts. Okay, every interface can store some recipes. Like 9 of them, but you can increase it, I think. And all of these recipes can be called from these computers. What we are working to do is basically anything I have to make more than once is gonna be taught to the system. In that way, I don't have to ever craft manually anything again. It's gonna take me more time to do so, but it's gonna save me more time depending on what do I need to craft. So, yeah. This blue line connects to the controller directly, because this storage, that stuff and that stuff is on the same system. This green thing is a peer-to-peer tunnel here. That one goes to this cable, because this is a separate controller. It's like having 2 homes. In this home, we have a bunch of things. This home doesn't do much. This is just here to transfer data all across here. The first area I automatically made. I'm just laughing. I'm doing good, I'm doing good. I'm alright. I was a bit eepy, but I drank some cold coffee, sorry, espresso with like milk thing, and I'm feeling pretty good. I only had 2 coffees today, one in the morning and one after lunch, so anyway. So I'm probably doing alright. I didn't do shit at work today, actually. I was supposed to work on a test bench. We couldn't, because maintenance never did any maintenance on it, so it didn't work. We were supposed to check temperatures in a galvanizing line. We couldn't, because galvanizing line was being restocked of its chemicals, so fuck that. I ain't approaching that area, because that's not safe for me. Also, I shouldn't be around because I would just be annoying in a way. And so yeah, we basically did nothing today. So 8 hours of me doing fucking all. Anyway, applied energistics requires a few things, sadly. One of them is quartz. These days I was running into a lot of quartz trouble because quartz is rare. It's not you also need some nether quartz, but it's actually rare to get. It's another type of quartz. So what I made is these agricraft plants. These plants can give you ores if you put down specific blocks, and you have to crossbreed them. For example, to get Certus quartz seeds, which should be somewhere around here. Maybe it's just Certus seeds. Yeah. So Certus seeds, for example, is made with the emerald seeds and platinum seeds. Emerald seeds are iron seeds and redstone seeds. Redstone seeds are red tulip and daisy. So by you doing mixing together different plants and crossbreeding them, you get different plants, all the way to the Certus quartz plant, which I needed. For example, this is some remaining of my crossbreeds. For example, carrots and wheat on sand makes sugarcane. This is some seeds I kept here, which I don't need anymore. And this is a filing cabinet. Filing cabinets can store a lot of slots. It's like 320 slots of one specific item. Since seeds kinda work the same because they are all tagged as Minecraft seed, due to how Minecraft works, they are all tagged seeds, so you can use seeds in any recipe, kinda like saplings are all kind of saplings. You can put them together, so you can like store any kind of seeds you want. So I made some Certus quartz seeds. They are really good. They give you up to 4 Certus quartz if you crossbreed to become stronger. Yeah, it's a nice day when I don't have to do anything, but I wish it's only one day, because if it's more than one day, I get actually really annoyed. Like if I am there and I don't work, I might as well stay at home. Breeding season, yeah, correct. The best season in Monster Hunter Frontier. Anyway, to crossbreed 2 plants, we got weeds. Anyway, to cross 2 plants, you have to double crop like this, and you can crossbreed. Your parents can sum together their stats to get a better crossbreed. You can do that slowly until you get like a maximum level plant. For example, this is now a 10, 10, 10. Because those parents are 10, 10, 10. There is a second way of getting more plants using only crop sticks. Once this guys grows, I was gonna show you. Which is propagating. Propagating is, you know, just like normal farm. If you can have plants, like if all plants can propagate, so you just do crop stick, and there we go. The difference is that if you propagate, the plant that you obtain will have the same stats as the father or mother, you know, the parents. So it's kind of like strawberries. You know how strawberries love to propagate? That's pretty much the same. Except you don't crossbreed the 2 strawberries to get more strawberries. I mean, kinda? That's kinda how we got the plants here today, but yeah. So this is how we got the Certus quartz we need. Certus quartz is used in a bunch of recipes. For example, these dense cables, each one of them requires so many things. Let me show you. Well, let's grab one. So I'm gonna do craft next. Yeah, they just appear. So for example, to make one dense cable, I will need 3 Certus quartz dust, 2 Fluix crystals because I already had them, and then some normal Fluix cables. All of this stuff gets crafted into something else. So for example, 2 Fluix crystals make a dense cable. Fluix crystals are made via charging a Certus quartz and then dropping them in water with redstone and nether quartz. So stuff gets expensive really fast. So for example, 16k, which is one of these hard disks. I think I showed them last time, right? These guys store 63 different items or 16,000 items, whichever comes first. Yeah, but strawberries are very resistant. They can kind of, you don't have to do anything most times. That is the wild ones. They just spawn. You are chilling, they appear. But yeah, for example, one of the most expensive things I have at the moment is a 16k cell. 16k cells require 1 diamond, 3 pieces of iron, 9 pieces of gold, 64 pieces of redstone, 4 pieces of glowstone, quartz glass, which is made with Certus quartz dust, pure Certus quartz, it's 36 of them plus 3, silicon, which you get by grinding sand into silicon, the cell, oh yeah, 9 logic processors, which is gold, silicon, and redstone, calculation processors, which are pure quartz, silicon, and redstone, engineering, which is diamond, silicon, and redstone, the storage component, which is like made by a few of these parts, 4k, which are made with three of those and some other components, this thing, and then we are missing glass. Instead of having to do all of this stuff by hand, I can just let the system handle it. And that means I just have to snap my fingers and it will appear in my inventory. How do we get all of those things? The ones that are simple crafting recipes are made in these guys, the assemblers. Interfaces. Interfaces have crafting recipes, and they can, if you set them like this, as in square, they can communicate with any adjacent assembler. So that means 4 assemblers, depending on how high you stack your tower. You can also do like to the side and so on. But yeah, so basically this guy is gonna use all of these assemblers around it to auto-craft recipes. The assemblers themselves can have only 1 recipe though. So you usually should go for interfaces. Assemblers are really fast. Takes them like half a second or so to craft or any recipe. So, you know, if you have a recipe with many steps, it's gonna take a visible amount of time. Everything else which is not auto-crafting, it's done mostly in this section. So this is the Applied Energistics 2 section. This is where most of the applied things get made. I divided each section per mod, so you will only find machines from Applied Energistics 2 in this area, plus some help from some other logistic mods. As you can see, we have the peer-to-peer tunnel. This is this was the green thing back there, connecting to the network. So that means that this net is connected to our storage, but not to this single guy which controls all of these cables. These 3 things are called a growth accelerator. They are used to make pure seeds, pure Certus, and so on. Pure Certus is made by dropping a quartz seed into a puddle of water. It takes a lot of time if you don't use if you don't use accelerators. And seeds are just dust and sand. To make dust, you just grind a quartz crystal. So out of every single normal quartz crystal, you can get 2 pure ones. Most recipes allow you to use pure over normal. Some recipes don't, and so you have to take care. You have to think about that too. Yeah, these guys just they consume power constantly. And here is our pool of water covered by a little slab of glass. This is an interface. It does the recipes we need, namely dropping Certus seeds in the water so they are gonna grow, or making the fluix crystals like I told you. So this knows that it's gonna use, well, it's not said here, but this is gonna put a piece of redstone, a piece of quartz, and a charged crystal in this dropper. This dropper automatically drops everything in the water, and then you get the crystals. And this thing is made with a filter. So this guy grabs only the items we want. So it's kind of like a selective kind of hopper, but it actually sucks with a little bit of range. You could also use a hopper if you could filter it, that would work as well. And this guy drops it back in the interface, because the interface has to push the item back in the system for the auto-crafting. Every recipe kind of works like this. So you have an interface connecting to some sort of inventory, something happens, and then the stuff gets pushed back into the interface. If I'm going a bit too fast, Tia, let me know. I'm pretty much just giving you a tutorial. I'm good. Good. Cats. Okay, let's see. Let's say you want to charge a crystal. To charge a crystal, you need to use these guys called chargers. I mean, duh. So this works the same. We have our interface. Our interface says you put a Certus crystal in this chest, and you are going to get back eventually a quartz. How do we do that? Because right now this chest is not touching any of these guys. We are using something called a machine inventory manager. It's from a mod that you don't see anymore. It's called Steve's Factory Manager. I know it got kind of rebooted into Super Factory Manager later on, but I'm not sure how many versions have it. Anyway, to make it simple, machine inventory managers connect to any storage they touch directly, so this chest and this guy, plus cables, and anything connected to the cables. So that means this guy can see the chest and all of these 5 guys. Once we open this interface, we are gonna see commands. It's kind of like a very shitty flowchart, more or less. So we have a thing called a trigger, which says every 1 second. I named them to make it easy for people. You grab the quartz, so this is an input node. From the inventory chest, you grab... this is used if you need to work on faces, for example furnaces. You grab Certus quartz. So every 1 second, this guy grabs all of the Certus quartz it can. Then you put it in all of the charges you see. You can like select and deselect them at will. Target up, because these guys only accept items from the upside. These guys are very selective, sadly. You have to push them from up, else it doesn't work. And you put Certus quartz. Then another input from the chargers. This time down, because you have to extract them from below, kinda like a hopper would. You grab the charged ones, and then you put them in the chest. So any quartz gets grabbed from by this guy, gets distributed between all of these guys, because these guys can only store one at a time. So if you have 5, you're gonna have 5 here. And then these guys are gonna get the charged one grabbed by this guy and put into the chest. The chest has a filter, so we can transfer only the charged ones back here in the interface. And this is how we charge. To show it, I think we can just go and request a few of them. I mean, I have kinda infinite quartz anyway, so who cares, right? I won't have to make it at a later time, I guess. By the way, these plants, they work differently based on what you make. For example, if you make iron plants, you are not gonna get ingots, you're gonna get nuggets. So, metal plants are less efficient. If it's redstone, you're gonna get 4 dust. For example, let's go to charged. We have 7 of them. Let's request for 56, which is the amount we gotten before. Now, the crafting recipe has started. we have to run all the way here. As you can see, these things are getting filled every second automatically. The charged ones, which you can see because they have like the little thunder sparkles, even though it lasts briefly, are getting grabbed and put this back into the chest. And our filter is working tirelessly to grabbing all of the charged things and put them into the interface. Things need to be pushed in the interface because you have to pretty much force things into the system for the system to know the crafting went through. They can't grab from the chest. Also, I place them like this because this side is bugged and doesn't show the texture. So, you know, skill issue, I guess. And now we should be done, pretty much. There we go. This is the last ones. Boop, boop. And the chest is completely empty. So with this system you can charge several... I charged almost a stack of Certus quartz in like what, 10 seconds? Instead of doing it by hand. So this is the power of applied energistics. Apart from having an incredibly good storage system, it has auto-crafting capabilities. The items... I prefer logistic pipes because it's easier to work with. But Applied has some advantages over that, namely there is no items traveling through pipes, which means way less tick rate, less lag for big chains, instant transfer. It's just very expensive resource-wise. Now, the processors. As you can remember, I said that, for example, a 16K... Let's check a 1K component, which is the base for many other things. A 1K component needs logic processors. These guys are made via printed logic circuit, printed silicon and redstone. To print a logic circuit, you need to print a logic press with a gold ingot. And you get a logic circuit. Same thing for the silicon. Silicon is just, you know, silicon. How do we do that automatically? There are 3 types of processors from that mod. Calculation, engineering, and logic, which means we have to make 3 different setups. These are our setups. Like before, we have an interface puts in the chest. We have 3 different types of printers. This one is used for the last step. This one is used to make the gold thing, and this one is used for silicon. Same thing for this one. This is silicon, this is the quartz, this is the last thing, this is silicon, this is diamond. And there is a program for those as well for the machine inventory manager. This one is a bit harder to follow. So our trigger is every second we grab from the chest a redstone. That redstone gets put into the last inscriber. Yeah, only on the west side. It had to be the west side because the inscribers want things to be input from the west side if they are either of these sections, up and down. That's kind of how they work, sadly. And it's the same for everything else. So basically the chest has 3 items. The redstone gets put inside of here in the middle because that's what it will be used for. That's the use for it. A piece of silicon goes in the center of here and a piece of gold goes in here. Then this machine inventory manager grabs all of the things we produced, puts them in the inscriber. And finally, the produced chip gets put into the chest. And from the chest, we are just gonna filter back the processor. So once more, we can do several of these. We can do different types at once. And we can do several of these completely automated. These machines are kinda slow. You can only process one at a time too. So it's not as fast as this guy, and replicating more of these is actually rather expensive. So yeah, we might actually give them speed upgrades later. Later on, they have many slots for those. So this is like a good part of what we automated. There is something I'm working on, which is factorization, hence the title of today, a factorization automation. Factorization is a mod for 1.7 only. I think earlier versions too, but 1.7 is old already. And it has like a low tier energy electricity. It's the mod that gives us the mirrors and to make steam and so on. Factorization has ways to process things rather cheaply. Namely, you can make grinders with like motors, empowering them to pretty much turn cobblestone into sand and so on. Like the recipes we have here is crystal into dust, fluix crystal into fluix dust, cobblestone into gravel, gravel into sand. So we can like process a bunch of things with this. We are gonna rework this setup because I want a way to like we're gonna have 5 of those guys kinda like there. So we want to make a setup similar like that today. Because we need the Certus quartz dust for recipes. We need sand for recipes. What we are missing is making glass, which is this guy is gonna come in for that. And we technically don't know how to make silicon yet. Using these mods only. Because the issue is that we are using this kind of silicon, but this kind of silicon is a piece of shit to make. We can only kinda get it via pulverizer. So we might have to set for pulverizer for the time being. But yeah, this is kinda where we're starting today. We need to automate more of this stuff. So I'm gonna redesign the chain with you today. First rule first. Since we are making a bunch of these inventory cables, I'm gonna teach the system how to make inventory cables. Also, they kinda look ugly, they don't look like cables. I wish they had a slimmer look, kinda like this, you know? If they had a slimmer look, I would appreciate it more, but whatever. I taught the system how to make a machine inventory manager, not the cables. Also, the system doesn't know how to make diamond cutting heads, or motors, or the sockets to put them in, or barrels. Also, currently I'm cheating on the power. I'm not using factorization power generation because I want to do something cooler later on. So for now we're using an infinite water source. This word interruption upgrade is getting water, putting it into a steam engine. The steam engine is powering a rotational dynamo, which is providing us, I think, 30 RF per tick, more or less. This is going into an energy bridge, which converts RF into factorization charge. And then we have a battery from factorization powering this thing. Yeah. Also, this mod can do some ore duplication. So we might look into that as well. But let's begin with just, you know, the auto-crafting for those things at first. So, we need to teach the system how to make... How much gold do we have, actually? A decent amount. Nah, we're good for gold for the moment. Okay. Have I touched something in here just to make sure I'm not missing anything? This is something I need to make the precision dropper. We will talk about this guy way later. Nah, not really. This is our system that makes lava still. And this is still the system that makes us power via steam. I could make other battery boxes. This is still how we make power for now. Anyway, let's get back to it. So, we need to teach the system how to make... I think redstone blocks, because we don't know how to make redstone blocks at the moment. So let's make like 5 patterns or so. We are missing iron and sand. Okay. Sorry, and glass. I'm gonna go to sand and I'm gonna grab a stack and just burn it. For today, I think we will have automated the glass. Now for iron. Iron, I have a stack. I should have a stack somewhere. Yeah. I'm not gonna drop it inside yet because iron and gold alloys in this modpack. It makes Angmallen. Angmallen is only used for like tools and a few things, and also crashing my game apparently. Come on, man. Yeah, see, for example, you can make axes out of Angmallen. Issue is that you can't really use this in this modpack. You can make a bunch of trucks, I guess. You can make an alloyer from metallurgy. An Angmallen shovel, a sword. Yeah, you can't make too much out of Angmallen, really. It's good for tools, if I remember correctly. Meanwhile, let's make some... I'm gonna make some more string because we need string. We badly need string constantly because the dance cables require a bunch of wool. It's like 4 wool per dance cable. So that's like 16 string per dance cable. And we make dance cables in batches of 10 to 20 depending on the setups we are working on, so yeah. There we go. This is the flooring I was working yesterday on Tia. Sorry. Yeah, it was yesterday actually. Like all of these stuff. This is called an opal block. Opal has a special ability. It doesn't have a color per se. Depending on the vertical or the horizontal coordinate you are, opal gets a different color. It's like a noise map. So as you can see, for example, the lower ones can be red, these guys are gonna be yellow, and then they are gonna slightly shift towards a pink. For example, this is like a vivid pink, it goes back to yellow. This becomes purple, and this goes like to a nice blue. So you can't decide the color, which is slightly annoying because some people, for example, would love the color, a specific color. But they're also really nice because they are pretty, they look rather smooth. And yeah. Also, I want to test if smooth quartz looks better. Maybe it does. Maybe I'm gonna replace this marble with quartz. It doesn't seem to be that different though. Let's try a stack. Oh yeah, no, you have to craft it. Right. Do I prefer this or that? I think I prefer the marble, just because the marble looks smoother. Because it doesn't have that little edge. I don't like the creased edge thing, really. So let's do some to-dos. Let's go with the open-end. So, factorization. First step. Patterns for stuff. Second step. 5 lacerators. Then we're gonna make auto smelting, at least via patterns, and then maybe FZ power source. This one is a bit optional, but let's say we are gonna use some factorization power source for that place. Technically, we are using well, we are not using factorization power right now because we're using rotary craft. But for now, our power line is actually factorization power, so... Let's grab this iron and use it. So we need to make 5 patterns. Each pattern is 3 iron, by the way. So these recipes are expensive as fuck. Okay. Now let's teach the patterns. We need to teach the system how to make a redstone block. Really now? Can't I have a normal redstone block? Yeah, what the fuck, man? A block of redstone, fuck you. So now we know how to craft a block of redstone. We are gonna make, I think it's pressure plate, the gold ones. Weighted pressure plate light. So the system now, it's gonna learn how to craft this. And then I need to make an inventory cable, which is just this stuff. So we are missing the pressure plates. Since we don't have any pressure plates, we can't put them into the crafting table. So let's just make them. I'm gonna request a pressure plate if he would like to synchronize. Thank you. And now it's gonna show up. So now whenever we need some cables, we can just request the cables, and they are gonna be made using the resources we have. So let's request, might as well request 8 of them. It's gonna tell us we need 4, we can craft 1 pressure plate. And it's gonna make the plate and the inventory cables. It was really quick, so maybe you didn't see it on stream, but it takes very little to actually craft that stuff. Now, we need to think a way to put more of these guys very quick, yeah. It's incredibly quick, it's like maybe a third or a tenth of a second per single recipe, and you have 3 of them working, so you can make like 3 recipes per second, maybe even quicker than that. It's like a few frames. Anyway, so how these sockets work is that they need to have an output inventory, which is gonna be here. This is the machine itself, and this is a barrel. Barrels are used because these drills, let's call them drills, they either break block you place, or they drill the contents of a barrel. They don't destroy the barrel. So since we need to chain them together, I'm thinking of putting them vertically. So there is gonna be a vertical design of this guy pointing upward, a barrel above, and then we are gonna like source with the machine inventory managers. We're gonna source the items into barrels. So the drills are gonna work, and then we're gonna push the items into here. So we only have one issue. We need to use normal hoppers for this, because I don't think there is a cheaper hopper. hopper from Natura. No. Spores, liquid hopper. Chopper plant says? Scorched duct. No, yeah, this ain't happening. So we're gonna need to use normal hoppers. That's rather expensive. It's 15 iron. No, sorry, that's 25 iron. I wish I had hopper ducts, but I didn't put them in, so... Rip. Hopper ducts are like a tiny block, a tiny hopper that can only store one slot, but it works the same as a hopper. I'm not even sure if it's a thing for this version of Minecraft. Hopper ducts. They exist for 1.7.10. I'm debating. If I put in hopper ducts, I have to restart the game. Would it be a bother to you, or do I just go for normal hoppers? Doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Hopper ducts are just gonna be cheaper. That's pretty much it. You can do what you want, fair enough, yeah. Let me get hopper ducts and hope nothing crashes. No. No, what are you doing? You're doing the wrong thing. There you go. The only issue is that it's gonna take a while to restart. It's a slow mod pack to load. Let me get back to the old vanilla. Why not? $266 modes, by the way. And they are gonna be 267 really fucking soon. Some mods I don't think I would suggest, sadly. Because some mods would be really cool, but they didn't really... Ah, scheiße, I actually did a fucky wacky kill. Sadly, some mods are a bit whatever, but they are in this mod pack mostly because it's completely tech, except for one mod, which is kinda magic. Well, there are like three mods. One of them is completely magic, but is needed because whoever made the other mods didn't really make them properly, so you need all of them together to work, which is dumb. And the other two mods are kinda magical, but they kinda try to look tech by having machines and stuff, so we'll see. They might get the axe if I don't appreciate them, but I think I will keep them for now. Once we get into those, we'll see. Come on. Come on, Minecraft 1.7.10. There you go. We have a bunch of mods in here, as you can see. I didn't think Hopper Ducks was its own mod. I thought it was part of another mod, but nah, it's just its own mod. That's so silly. Sadly, we are in the loading screen era of Minecraft. So basically, this mod pack is reaching heights of like all the mods 9, I think, or all the mods 10. I think all the mods usually reaches 250, 200, 300. They are also, I think, way more well-crafted experiences because they actually balance the mods together. Maybe? I'm not sure if there is like some I think I saw an exploit or two, but with the amount of mods there are, it makes sense. Oh, there is also galactic craft in this mod pack, which means we can also go to other planets. I'm also debating putting the A there, which is the mod that lets you go into the sky dimension. It doesn't really fit the tech side of the mod pack, but it's a mod from this era, which was rather important. They did put it back into the newer versions, so it's not something people really miss, I guess. But it has its own charm, right? I mean, the there is like the absolute meme of people making glowstone portals with water and complaining they don't work because they didn't have the mod or something. There is a bunch of other old mods I didn't put. One of them is dimensional doors. It lets you go through different dimensions, making iron and wooden doors. And also you have like dungeons in special dimensions. There is Twilight Forest exists in this version. I don't care for Twilight Forest. It has its own things. I really like the blocks that disappear and reappear, but I don't really care about Twilight Forest. You like the dungeons? They're fine. The issue is that usually when I don't really go into Twilight Forest early, so I don't really see any difficulty there, because I'm usually well armored and so on, so I'm like just bashing in the bosses and getting their loot. I like, for example, the steely things. The steely things are really cool because they auto repair themselves. But that's kinda it. Let it run. Give it time. Let it cook. It takes its sweet time to load a word. Okay. Okay. So yeah, one of my mods has changed versions, namely I put in hopper ducks. Okay, let's teach the system how to make hopper ducks. Might as well, right? This is hopper ducks. It's very tiny. It's just 3 iron, some plugs. I want to use bold cypress though. Bold cypress is a wood I really like. It's this kind of wood because it's really big. It's a nice clear color, and also it makes huge amount of wood. So now we know how to make hopper ducks. Now we need to teach the system how to make a socket. Sockets are used to put motors on top of them. So this is a socket. Very simple. I don't like the idea of oakwood slab though. Let's teach the system how to make bold cypress wood slabs. I'm not sure if it works though. Let's try it first. Okay, so this is a bold cypress slab. Iron bars. Yeah, it works, so let's just make a socket. And use bold cypress wood. Okay, now we need to teach the system how to make the slabs though. because you have to teach every step of the recipe. Even if it's a stupid step like log to plants has to be taught to the system. It's usually like the first recipe you teach. And we also need to teach iron bars. So we are kind of out of recipes right now. So we're going to make we need to make another interface. So pattern. Yep. There you go. Let's teach it iron bars. Every single sub step has to be taught. There you go. Let's ask an interface, please. So for example, the system knows that it has to craft these processors and these guys. So if we run really fast, maybe we can actually see a processor being made. Okay, it's making the silicon. The silicon is being made into a processor. And now we should have our processor. The processor is made and is put back into the chest, so it's gonna be sent back to the system. That was incredibly quick for me because I couldn't reach there in time. But that's kind of how fast you can make two processors now, because the system just pushes them in really fast. So now we have an interface, because every other crafting step has been made by these guys already. This is full. I need to put an interface here. Now this interface is gonna only work with one molecular assembler, so let's make two molecular assemblers. We have everything here. It's gonna craft the planks, it's gonna craft the quartz, and the processors once more. So we start just this guy. Some recipe already happened. So maybe with some luck soon we will see something appearing in the middle of here. Just getting crafted very quickly. Oh, there we go, it made the course. You can also see how things go from here. Like you can see the current status. So if something hangs up, you will know. The only issue is that we can only do one recipe at a time. So if I request two assemblers, I can't request anything else until the order is done, because we have one crafting unit. We need to make more crafting units if we want to have more recipes at a time. So assembler, we got two of them. And like before, the assemblers are gonna just get put in here. So now these interfaces can use four interfaces four assemblers at a time. This guy can only use 3, sadly, but these guys can use 4, and so on, because it's only the adjacent ones. So this is a socket. Let's teach it a motor. So a motor is made with insulated coils, batteries, either medium or full charge. So we need to charge batteries, by the way. We need to make one battery and charge it whenever we need it, and then remove it after a while so it's charged. We need to make insulated coils. Is lead and clay. Okay. How are we doing for lead, actually? And clay, I can just go get a stack from the quarrying place. Yeah, we'll be fine for a while with this, but Let's make like 5 more patterns because we know we are gonna need them. We need 3 iron. Iron goes really fast, sadly. I wish patterns gave you more than 1 per recipe. I wish they gave me like 4 or 5 of them per recipe, so I wouldn't have to waste 15 iron. But you know, the price of progress or something. Now we need to teach it how to make insulated cores, I think. So insulated cores are just like that. Okay, easy enough. We need to teach it how to work with batteries. I wonder. Battery full charge. So there are a few ways to go about this. You could either craft a battery whenever you need those motors, which is wasteful because you actually don't consume the battery. Battery is just used kind of like lava buckets in a recipe or water buckets. You still keep the bucket. So we need to find a way to charge a battery and then plop it down, more or less, so we can charge the battery. So we need something that places the battery. We need some sort of charging system, and then something that breaks the battery. We could go for something that says if a battery isn't full. Let's check this one first. Is this one full? Yeah, full charge, 100% charge. Very good. Let's use that battery for now. We should have more LED cable, because I need to check how much battery we get once it's charged. Sorry, once we make 1 recipe. Because I think I can make something with that. Everything else is pretty easy, so we're gonna use a recipe like this. Right, we need to teach it how we need to do the insulated coils. Okay, this is gonna make a battery for us. In theory, once we do this recipe, let's try substitution. Substitution means you can substitute some of the components. Maybe we can use like a drained battery, for example, even. We'll see about it. Once we do our first motors, we are gonna check how it works. Okay, so this one goes on the socket. Then we need a diamond cutting head, which needs a weighted pressure plate heavy. So we need to teach it how to make a weighted pressure plate. 2 iron, really easy. And then this guy, even easier, but we don't have the weighted pressure plate, of course. Easy enough. Now, to make diamond block shards, diamond block shard you get from, as the thing says, you have to explode diamond blocks. Whenever you explode a diamond block, oh fuck you, come on man. You even have a cool name. Well, you are getting banned, I'm sorry. Anyway, when you explode a diamond block, you get 18 of those shards. What I did yesterday was using a thing called Industrial TNT. Industrial TNT has the ability to break blocks weaker a bit, and also it always drops them. So you have no downside. You actually don't lose anything by using Industrial TNT. So for example, I exploded in here, I broke some of the glass, but I dropped the glass instead of destroying it fully, which is good. Clear glass can be broken by hand even, and it drops. The thing though, the glitch, was that I still got my diamond block back because the Industrial TNT doesn't break any block. That means, sorry, it doesn't delete the block, they explode. You know how a creeper explodes, you lose like a good 2 hearts or more. I think it's like 70% or so. 60 to 70, yeah. Industrial TNT doesn't. Everything it destroys, it gets dropped. Forcibly. Which means it also forcibly dropped the diamond block. So basically I made diamond shards out of nowhere. There is another option we can try, which is called the Tiny TNT. Tiny TNT, as the name implies, it's a little cute guy. He's just a tiny little guy. It's a tiny little guy. Let's try Tiny TNT. I want to try this tiny little guy. And we are gonna use the diamond block as before. Tiny TNT straight up doesn't break anything. Ever. Yeah. 90%. Oh, no. Tiny TNT doesn't do that. Let's try something like this. This one does consume the diamond though. And also the redstone torch. Interesting. So Tiny TNT has a weaker power, but it still explodes blocks. Industrial TNT has a higher power, but doubles the diamond block. I feel it's more fair if we use Tiny TNT, just so we don't actually kinda cheat. We only have one problem. We need to automate this. So we can automate Tiny TNT. No problem. We can automate placing a block. Both of them in this case. No problem there, I think. But we need to find a way to actually gather what we blew up. Because the Tiny TNT is gonna explode. Maybe we can use vacuum hoppers? Pretty sure that vacuum hoppers are blast proof. Vacuum hoppers kinda grab anything in an area and drop it in their inventory. So we could use maybe a vacuum hopper. I'm not sure we can use also vacuum chests from Ender IOs, but they are far too advanced. The issue with vacuum hoppers is that they are not filtered, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem, because we can just place one redstone block, we can place one diamond block, or something like that and then explode it. We just need to find a way to make it blast proof. So let's put the exploded diamond blocks in here for now. Now I'm gonna request 5 sockets. No, sorry, 4 sockets. I'm gonna request 4 motors. And the thing is gonna say, oh, you're missing the batteries for it. Which is fair, so let's do 1 motor at a time. We have 1 motor. Good. Let's make another motor. It says that it's missing a battery. Our battery is 60% charged. So we need to find a way to grab a 60% battery and charge it fully. How long does it take to charge it and immediate fully? Three, 4, 5, 6. 100% immediately. Okay. So probably even if worst case scenario, if we use like a 10-second timer, we are still gonna be completely chill. Let's see if it works now. Yes, it does. Now it's not gonna let me because the battery is not charged, as you can see. We're also missing some lead. That's fine. We can just drop some lead into smelting. Sure, let's use a lead from Tech Reborn. Why not? Tiny TNT just blows up the entire fucking world. Okay, and also we need to request upper ducts. Let's... do I want to copy this thing? I had a software there. Maybe I just want to copy the software. As you can see, it takes a while to make new automation line, especially when you need to do those little steps as that. So let's go, let's work on what was its name? The Scheisse. The hopper ducts. I think I told them to the system. So we need 5 hopper ducts. Yep. It's a really cheap recipe. So. Ah, fuck! I need the duplicator as well, so we can copy the software. This guy pretty much lets me copy a program from any of these guys and paste it somewhere else, which is how I made those 3 identical, because I just copy pasted the software. So we are gonna copy the software from this one. Probably unnecessary, but we'll see. And then we're gonna... I think I need to break all of this, actually. Jesus Christ. And also we don't need a filter anymore, technically speaking. We don't need a transfer node anymore. We can use a pickaxe. Can we use a axe? No, pickaxe is the best way. So we are gonna use 5 hopper ducts. 2, 3, 4, 5. Like these 5 hopper ducts are gonna pump items into the interface. We are gonna put a socket. Right, can't we put socket? Perfect. Socket will have motor. And motor will have his diamond cutting head. Easy enough. Now we need to place a barrel. I'm gonna use these inventory cables. barrel is gonna face towards us, so we can see the item in it. And there we go. So now we have made one of them. We can make 2 more of these guys, yeah. So this is our 5 guys. Which means... Can I work with this for the moment? Yeah, I'm gonna... It's ugly, but I can work with this for the moment. So... RF consumer goes in here. Bridge. In the center. Factorization producer. And now we are gonna place like some cobblestone or whatever to give power around. Oh wait, this thing can stay like that? Fuck, I didn't know. It still needs support, I think, though. Like you can't really place it on walls or whatever, right? No, yeah. Okay. We might make a new program ourselves anyway, so I'm still gonna keep the meme in my inventory, sorry, the duplicator. LED wires. So here. That. But now the cutting head is getting its energy. And our bridge should be west RF, no link. Oh! Our placement doesn't work like this for now. Mildly annoying. I still can fix it though. I'm gonna place a dynamo. And a ref consumer in here. We need to shape a few things around. Not too bad, not too bad. This is temporary, by the way. This is gonna get back to... Like, this is gonna become a bit better looking once I transfer power over. I have an idea of transferring power, but I want it to be good, so yeah. Okay, now we should be charging up. This guy has an internal storage of like 16,000 RF. And the charge we are making, so this conversion for this kind of energy is not one-to-one. Factorization charge is really weak, kind of like, I don't know, South Asia currency. So each amount of charge is weaker compared to each amount of RF. So we are actually making a lot of power for this sort of mod. Vice versa would be very little. So just now we need to just somehow find a way to automate the motors. We can probably like reshape things a bit, use a placer. Use a 10 seconds cooldown and then break the battery and it should be full again. I made already the sockets I needed, which is really good. God damn it, each time though. Each fucking time. Didn't learn it, not even once. There you go. I'm gonna place our funny motors on these guys. And now we don't have any cutting heads, but yeah. And we need to still make the barrels too. And the meme. Machine inventory manager. So our meme can go here, I guess. We could make the interface one higher. So we have to use less inventory cable, but then we have to use more dense cable, so it's kind of a meh. I have the thing on me, so might as well. I'm just gonna grab the recipes. Fuck's sake, man. I really need to put some glass here. Branch. Interface aiming upward. This arrow lets you decide where to aim properly. So in theory we kinda make gravel before we make sand before we want to chew on those guys, so yeah. And then skip on. 1 of 32. There you go. And then we can just sprinkle some machine inventory manager in here. And the 4 inventory cables. 5? Oh jeez. Oh well. So now let's check if I can still put the program in somehow. I'm gonna drop it in there and see what we get. So our input is gonna be the chest. And it's gonna output to the oak wood. Items, anything. There was a way to do multi-selection iteration. Right. Once we select multiple of those things, we are gonna be able to say for each container, spread things evenly. So I'm gonna grab like one item and spread it evenly. So we need to somehow automate motors, which is not gonna be easy. I need more cobblestone to increase the size of this area, for sure. So we need to grab a battery, place it down. So we need to somehow whitelist. We need to export automech. Oh no, we can do a recipe for that. 60% batteries. It should be like MBT tagged as well. And then use those 60% batteries to make 100% batteries. I think with a 10-second filter we should be able to do that. Like if we wait 10 to 20 seconds, we should be more than able to charge a battery fully. Okay, we are barely in our check load claim. Good. So we need to move this thing all the way back now. We also need more interfaces and more cable, which is why I need to push this thing all back. Might as well make 10 cables already. And also we still need to make the auto crafting for the heat. Sorry, auto smelting. We already have the heater there, so... Dance. How many dance do we have? Nothing. I would like 10. We are missing redstone and glass, okay? Well, we have the glass we need. Very good. Let's go check on our quarry. It's been very good to have a quarry on that, like that on the side. It's not the best quarry in the game. Like if you have more power, you can do way better things. But the advantage is that this quarry pretty much takes no power to run. We are running it on like, what? 4 of these lava engines. These guys make like 16 to maybe 20 RF per tick at best. And this guy is fine with it. Doesn't need that much power actually to just do the thing. With 20 RF per tick, you could make you can't really run anything. So You know, for being something passive, it's going really well. Like, you just kind of let it run. We are probably gonna use way more kinds of quarries soonish. Anyway. Okay, so now it's crafting recipes, you can see. It's making wood, it's making cables, it's really quick. It seems that the more components in a recipe, the longer it takes. Which makes complete sense, I would just say. Okay, so... my smooth picking out. Smooth picking out. Dun 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 dun. So let's see what I can cook. One here. So I usually like to have one block apart from crafting blocks. So for example, this is all of these sort of thing. This is another thing. This is another thing. So one extra. So this is where we're gonna place ourselves. We're probably gonna use an interface here, a chest, or a sorry, we could go interface placer. Placer is gonna place in here. Then some sort of thing, some sort of clock that commands everything. We might have to work the area a bit more, but it should be fine. And then we're gonna still run the LED cable. But yeah, so I'm surprised, Tia, if you're still around, that we actually managed to get a Gori Magala quest with Gallens. Especially because you didn't fight a Gori Magala, and it wasn't a Gallens quest. Like, you know, what in the fuck, game? I babbled in DM to you. It was a bit confusing, maybe. Maybe you actually understood, but I thought I wasn't being too clear. But how I assume it works is that so you don't decide anything in the quest ever. The only thing that you have an impact on is the monsters you unlock for the quest pool. To unlock the monsters for the quest pool, you have are you sure that's not for expeditions though? So I feel almost it works like this, because there were two different unlocks. One of them is you unlocking Gore Magala or whatever in expeditions, because it says it's gonna show up in expeditions. And then if you fight that monster, you can get it in guild quests. So you have to go to the expedition, fight him in the expedition, and then you get him in the guild quest. I might be wrong about it, but I feel it works like that. What? How in the fuck did I get a slime ball? What? Maybe it was in some chest. Well, I'm not gonna complain, just weird. I feel it's like several steps. So you do village progression unlocks expedition. Are you sure that wasn't on expeditions though? Because it feels you got two different unlock screens. One of them was like these monsters can show up in expeditions, and it was like Ruby, Gore, and some other stuff. And then once you did Gore, there was the screen of you unlocking Gore in Guild Quest. I might be wrong though, but I feel like you have to do multiple steps. I might be wrong though. Yeah, totally going to say I might be wrong. Beats me. Well, we'll see. If I get a when we stream Friday, if I get a Gore Magala quest, I'm gonna stop everything to just go and fight him. And if I get a special screen that says unlocked in guild quests, that means I understood correctly how it works, I suppose. Not that it matters much, but it's interesting to see, like, to shine a light on how these things work. Because we weren't getting Gore before we did that quest, so definitely we have to do those quests to unlock the monster, at least in expeditions. And the thing about expeditions unlocking in Guild Quest, I'm not sure. But in theory now, I would suspect that if you do any expedition at all, you are gonna get chances to have Gore Magala in a random quest. That's what I'm feeling like. Once again, I might be wrong, but since you didn't do Gore and you got Gore, then, you know, that kinda seems to be how it works, right? Alright, let's go here. Is this enough space? Placer, some block breaker. Interface, placer, breaker. No, you can't look at guild quests for a monster until you have the next quests. You mean like you have to do the quest that unlocks them in from the hub, right? Yeah. But are you sure that's not for the expeditions only? Like that only unlocks the expedition? Once again, I might be terribly wrong. Yeah. So, it seems to be completely fucking random, honestly. We had Gore already? Are you sure? I don't recall ever seeing Gore in an expedition before. Am I wrong? Maybe you saw him. Like, I'm just trying to remember if I ever fought a Gore. You couldn't get a guild. Maybe it works like that then. Who the fuck knows? I would assume that the more points you get in a guild quest, the higher of a chance you have to... Listen, you know what I'm gonna do? You have to remind me. I'm gonna spend some hours on Kurunyon and stuff like that, which are Japanese sites, to completely, like, understand if there is anything written in Japanese about how relic hunts work. Which I think they call them, like, Ancient Quest or something like that. I don't remember the name they have in Japanese for that. Excavation weapons. The relic weapons are called excavation weapons, which makes sense because you're excavating them. It also doesn't make sense because you don't excavate all excavation or relic weapons. You actually don't excavate most of them. We know for a fact that the monster you fight in the guild quest decides the skin you get in the guild quest. So, fight Gore Magala, you get some weapons, and depending on the weapon type, it has a different model. Where the fuck is the netherrack? Sorry, wasn't there some netherrack? Am I high? Where the fuck is my netherrack? There you go. Man, I just gaslit myself. What the fuck, man? I was having like a schizo moment. let's use smooth picking. Smooth picking. Dun, 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 dun. Oh no, I have a filter cylinder. Perfect. Thank you. Give me this stuff. Filter cylinder. Like before, steam engines. They are incredibly cheap. They run. They use water as a fuel. If you run out of water while it's hot, you are gonna blow up the map. Transfer of this giving water, and they use heat. Heat can be produced by kinda anything. Lava is too much, so a fire works. They slowly heat up. Once they are heated, they begin to rotate. They produce 16,000 kilowatts. No, sorry, 16 kilowatts of power, I think. Which is, you know, it's something. They are like your basic engine that requires a bit of effort, as in you have to supply it with water. But apart from that, they kinda run forever. This guy is gonna reach 123 Celsius, and that's completely fine. Once they reach 100 Celsius, they are gonna begin to rotate. So this is gonna produce power. See? 177 charge. And I know for a fact we are making like 31 RF per tick. So let's do 177 divided by 31. That means that every RF per tick is 6 charge per tick. So, for example, our system there makes 400, which would be 2400. Yeah, 2400 charge per tick. So this system is incredibly cheap for energy. Now, we need to make another interface, a placer and a breaker, and then a way to automate them. Let's see what kind of placers we can work. Placer. We have an auto placer from actual editions. Pretty sure that auto placers don't need redstone pools to work. They just do it. Let's check the booklet. Breakers and placers. The breaker breaks blocks in front of it. Okay. The liquid placer plus liquids is supplied it with. So these guys are all automated. They automatically collect and break fluids. We also have this beautiful thing, phantom faces. Phantom faces, they... hard to explain. Let's say you have this block of dirt. Let me work like this. This block of dirt is a machine. You need a way to... Let's say you have like power on one side, you have... you have data on one side, you have some other things. Let's say all of the all of the faces are inaccessible because you need them for stuff. A phantom face lets you connect this block, let's do this, to that block of dirt there. If you do that, you can access this block as if it was that one. So phantom faces let you pretty much multiplicate the amount of faces a block has. You're pretty much working with a quadridimensional block in a way. And that's massive, because with phantom faces, for example, you can supply power to blocks without actually affecting your layout. Because let's say you have blocks in here, for example, we could stop using these wires. We could connect phantom faces to each of these blocks, place those phantom faces, I don't know, beneath the ground, and then use power to power those phantom faces, and that power is gonna be pretty much the same as having power to this socket block. Phantom faces are incredibly powerful. They're also, I think, rather expensive. No, it's a phantom placer. Phantom face. They are rather expensive. So this is diamonds, this is ender pearls, or ender pearls. I mean, you are paying a lot, but it's completely worth it. Consider that with phantom faces, you could, like, you can kind of break limitations of multi-blocks in a way. You can be very creative with it. Also, something you can do incredibly well. When we make this controller thing, for example, it's gonna be a structure like this, okay? In theory, we are burning the faces covered by other blocks, so we are not able to access those channels. With phantom faces, you could access these kind of channels we are not using yet. And that's massive. That means we can increase our potential for channel linkage several times folds. At least super face, so that's a 33% increase. Some places are gonna have more than 33%. But you don't always need phantom faces. Anyway, so an automated placer. I might actually prefer going with a block placer and a block breaker. Interesting. Anyway, let's use... So we can use a placer from open blocks. And a breaker, much the same from upper block. Area breaker, auto breaker. Auto breakers are cool, but we kinda need to charge things, so... We don't want things to break immediately. We can use Project Red block breaker, it doesn't require diamonds. So let's make a block breaker, a block breaker from a Project Red. We need a piston. And let's make an iron pickaxe. We are missing iron again. Jesus Christ. I swear, iron in Minecraft is like oxygen for people, like fuck. Sorry, in modded Minecraft. Because in normal Minecraft you don't need this kind of iron. Modded Minecraft though, yummy! Get in my tummy. Also, we have a nether star. How did we get a nether star? Remember how those meteorites appear? They just kinda fall from the sky and make a bunch of noise. Some of those meteorites can drop little items around the ground. So depending on the meteorite. So for example, a normal overworld meteorite drops stone or some ores. A nether meteorite can drop blades powder and nether warts. An end meteorite can drop like ender pearls. Either the nether meteorite, which I think is the culprit, or the end meteorite, one of them gave me a nether star. I still have no idea what to use it for. There are a few things I could make, but we'll see. Let's make a placer from open block. Let's make a placer from open block. Why not? This guy is very simple. You give it a power source, and it's just gonna break the block for you. Sorry, a redstone source, and it's just gonna break the block for you. Let's make a placer from open block. We just need another piston. Since it's something we're making only once, I'm not teaching it to the system. The moment we need to make more than one, we're gonna teach it to the system. As I said before. Oh, also need an interface. There you go. Thank you. So we have an interface, a placer, which I think we can rotate depending on the blocks you have around. And we are gonna rotate the interface towards the block placer. This is not necessary, but in the case you had more blocks around that had storage, you could actually run into trouble. Meanwhile, that prevents the problem. So the block placer is gonna place a battery in here, straight up, once we give it an energy, a redstone source. And then we're gonna have a breaker facing much the same way. So let's place a piece of dirt there. And a breaker here. And what the breaker is doing is that we are gonna have breaker break the block. It's gonna pop out of here, and then we need to push it back in the interface. So what we can do is we can probably use hopper ducts, honestly. So let's do actually no hopper ducts. So downside of hopper ducts don't pull. Hopper ducts only move item inside of them. So it's not perfect, it's not a full-on hopper. We can use transfer nodes for this. Let's use transfer nodes, we have them. They're relatively cheaper. So we're gonna put a transfer node item in here. Now let's use a mini chest. I'm gonna put a transfer node in here. And then we're gonna use a transfer pipe and just put it back in here. And that should be like a self-propelling system. You can also do one hopper duct for the meme. This works because this transfer node is gonna grab it from the mini chest and then plop it there. But you know, it's ugly. And a transfer node. Sorry, a transfer pipe. Now, we need a way to... Let's plop it here. Okay. So this in theory works. What we're missing is a way to trigger all of these. What we can do is use a clock or a timer. I think it's called a timer. Project Red has some incredibly good things. One of them is special circuits that do different things with circuit plates. You can make AND gates, OR gates, latches, transparent latches, toggle latches, NOR gates, NAND gates. Most people won't use any of them. Today we're gonna use a very basic version of them. Thing is that we kinda are missing some material to do that stuff, so we could automate towards those. That would stop this setup line. Or we can handcraft them now, and then if we need more in the future, we're gonna make an area for them, which I think will be the plan. I'm gonna set up that area for Project Red, and whatever, if it ever needs work, it's gonna be used. Until then, it's just gonna be sitting here empty. What I'm doing for this stuff is that mods that don't require electricity, at least RF, are gonna be focused on before mods that need RF. So for example, Factorization doesn't use RF, so I am putting it early because it uses its own energy system, even though currently we are depending on RF, but that's just because I haven't decided how to bring power yet. And we could use like another system of mirrors, etc., but it's better used there. Applied Energistic uses RF, but you don't have any choice around it, so. And since we need Applied Energistics ASAP to help us with everything else, as Applied gets grandfathered in first. For example, this Fluxbeard Steam Power mod will be worked on once the Applied Energistic system is automated, because we are gonna make supply lines for steam. Cogs of the Machine is also a mod we can get into. And Foundry requires technically RF, but it's like a Tinker Construct clone, so I put it early. Okay, so we need that stuff. To make that stuff, we need a bunch of these circuit plates, which is melting stone. Do we have stone? 78. I'm gonna smelt 32 stone and hope it's enough. So today we hand make it. If I need a placer setup again, we are gonna auto craft it. Rule applies always. So patterns for stuff. We made the patterns, I think. Well, technically no, because we still have to do something around the... We still need to work around the motor, which we are doing now. We don't need inventory cables anymore. We also don't need prop sticks, actually. Man, we have so many books. I think we sadly will need the pulverizer. Because to make silicon, I don't see a good way to make a silicon, a printed silicon thing. We can use buffers, Enderio, Clayum, but that's far too late. So it has to be the one from Enderio. But the one from Enderio, you can only use it by maybe rotary craft? Silicon powder. Silicon powder is aluminum and blades powder, but we need friction heaters. You need 700 Celsius. We don't have 700 Celsius. Because lava only provides you like 620, 630 Celsius. So we need friction heaters. Friction heaters use the amount of energy you put into them to provide heat. And with those friction heaters, we can heat up our things further. See, for example, these guys are 625. So we can't make silicon. We need to reach comfortably 800 or 800 heat, which I'm not sure how we can reach yet. I would have to check. Actually, this Rotary Craft Handbook is very handy. So, farming, processing, pulse jet furnace, magnetizing, lava smeltery. The lava smeltery can smelt up to 18 items at a time. Its tanks must be full of lava. Okay. Composter, centrifuge, drying bed, liquefaction, block drop processor. This is cool. This guy can pretty much... Let's say you want to... some items can be, like, for example, clay into clay balls. You can convert clay into clay balls with this guy. It requires 1000 watts of power and at least 32 torque. I don't see what we needed though. refrigeration, rock meter, dew point aggregator, boring machine, engines. So for example, our little steam engine. The steam engine makes 32 torques and makes 16 kilowatts. It's kinda whatever, right? Fuck, I need to find... How do you make heat? Converters, production... Fractionator... Bedrock breaker... So this machine, for example, requires huge amount of power and it breaks bedrock. But I don't see any friction heater. Fuck, can't I search? Machine tiers, next. Oh yeah, you can also like muffle sounds with machines by placing wool. Oaks machines, maybe? Let's see if we can find him. Liquid distillery, fertilizer, bedrock pipe, solar mirror. Man, I don't see. Cooling fan. Oh, this is how you cool machines. They just make heat sinks. Interesting. Sorting machines. You can fill stations. You can pipe pumps. You can filter item. Heater. Friction heater. Friction heater is warm-ups a standard furnace without fuel. Higher torques and speeds means higher temperature, but beware, spend too long at higher temperature so you can melt the furnace entirely. High temperatures can speed up the furnace operation. A hot furnace is also the only way to smelt tungsten flakes into tungsten ingots. Matching the torque and speed will improve efficiency. Yeah. So the required power is 8000 watts. Which I think we make double that. And the required torque is 32. But higher torques and speed means higher temperature. So I doubt that we are gonna get crazy temperatures at the moment, because we don't really have like that crazy amount of power. The harder you go at it, the better it is. We could easily check in a creative world or something, but we'll see. Anyway, let's work on our I think it's called the clock, right? Not a timer. I guess it was called a timer all along. Redstone clock. There's also something from MCI Craft. That could be interesting to use. Let's work on the project right now. And we are also going to try MCI Craft. Okay, so we need to make 3 conductive plates. Okay, very easy. What next? A cathode. So we need a stick. We need a pointer. A pointer is a torch, a stone. So we need another redstone torch. So some sticks, some redstone. And then we need a piece of stone. And another one of these guys. Easy. What else do we need? Anodes. Anodes is 3 of these guys and 4 pieces of redstone. And there we go. So timers, and the name, like the name implies, they use a timing system. So every X amount of seconds, which you can easily set, they are gonna do something. So let's set it to 30 seconds, for example. Now every 30 seconds, on the outside, we are gonna get an out. I am pretty sure that IO lets you turn them on or off, because out is only one of them. No, IO actually outputs systems. Okay, good. So now this thing works pretty well. Okay, now it just does its own timer delay. It's a bit cool looking because it's got like a little pointer, etc. But yeah, doesn't matter really. So the beautiful thing about this mod is that you can just place them kind of like that. Every 30 seconds we're gonna get a pulse. Now we need a repeater from this mod, because repeaters you can set them with a delay. What the fuck is this? Anyway. Make a repeater, we need 4 of those guys, yeah. I think it's 2 cathodes, right? Looks like so. 2 cathodes, 2 anodes, and a conductive plate, so we're gonna make a conductive plate. Fuck you. Because we only needed 1, right? We're gonna make more anodes because we need them. And then we're gonna make our cathodes, which is 2 redstone, 2 stick. They are brown and sticky. Sticks. What are we missing? Oh, I'm stupid. Of course, we are missing the cathode. Now let's work back on the repeater. There you go. So repeaters can be... Oh, this one is the sad repeater though. Wait, 256 sticks. 256 sticks in vanilla, that would be... let me check my TPS actually right now. No, 55. And it's hard to check actually. Wow, it's really hard for me to check the ticks. 1.4 milliseconds. I think we're running at 20 ticks. So 256 tick, that would be a bit more than 10 seconds, but you know. We can work with those. So we need to do it a bit differently. So this guy needs to... That's correct actually. I wanted it to be a bit more compact, so let's do it like this. And let's go every 30 seconds. Now we need to reach those 2 guys. Okay. Here is when we use some redstone alloy. Red alloy wires. Red alloy is redstone and copper. Let's make some compound. We don't need too much, but we need some. So let's make red. No, don't hit the compound. Don't. God damn it. We're gonna make 2 of them, I think, for now. How is our power source doing, by the way? Because it has been raining a lot. Still halfway on this first cell. We are chilling. Oh, we need to make a third one though, actually. I'm stupid. I think we also need to request a new 16k very soon. Nah. We are still chilling. We don't need a 16k yet. Yet. Once we need a 16k, we are gonna request it. So I could go for bigger discs, namely the 64k, and I think there's also 256k. The issue is that these guys don't really change much. As you can see, at 266k, yes, it holds 262,000 items, but it still holds 63 different items types. So if you have a bunch of separate items that are 1 each, you are eating up all of the advantage, because there is technically no advantage. Red alloy. Red alloy is crazy cool. This comes from a mod that was called Red Power back then, made by a Russian woman called Eloram, who stopped modding Minecraft to make her own game. As you can see, it's cool as shit. It goes up walls, for example. Did it go behind? It goes behind? So if this works, let's use a piece of... this is gonna work. Let's see, it's gonna place the lead wire. And soon enough, this guy is gonna break it. There we go. Oh, is this transfer node? Well, this transfer node should be grabbing though. Well, something. I don't know why it's not grabbing from the mini chest. No, it just did. It takes a while. And this is how the system works. Oh, because of the... This guy is affected by the redstone. And I can do. Not that it matters anyway. So... Yeah. And we could make this guy even more compact, actually. We can just shove it a bit further back. This is the beauty of working with Project Red. And technically Red Power, because it was Red Power. So, let's, you know... Let's make it a tiny smidgen compact. we're gonna place this timer in here. Ah, fuck, it's the wrong way around. Why? No. There you go. You could also make it even better. We can just place it on the wall. Could we make it even more compact? Does it fit beneath the thing? If it doesn't, I'm gonna scream. It does! The out and in are wrong though. That's fine though. Okay, fix it. There you go. Now it's gonna be used every 32. I don't think we can climb in the same block. Let's check actually. We can. Jesus fucking Christ, man. It didn't need to be this good though. Like, come on, man. I can only get so wet. This is beyond crazy. Like, now this system is extremely compact, works with our dense cables without breaking stuff, and it lets me just place a piece of wire. Yep. Well, that wire has been placed. Now it's gonna break the thing soon. And there you go. And now, in 15 seconds or so, once more, we're gonna have another item being placed, and we're gonna get bam. And yeah, this is what we could use to automate battery charging. And we didn't use a single block of extra space, in theory, because of the compatibility with Forge micro blocks. This is something we lost in the new versions, by the way. Forge micro blocks used to be a library that's crazy. It's powerful as fuck. It also does lag a bit. It's not the most stable thing ever with Optifine. But the fact you can do that kind of stuff makes it incredible. So let's grab our 60% battery, right? Let's teach this system a new recipe. A processing recipe at that. We're gonna say that a 60% battery... A 60% battery makes a 100% battery. Tide goes in, tide goes out, you can't explain that. So we are gonna place in the place of this guy. Soon enough, our placer is gonna place the battery, which should be recharging to full. I'm also gonna break this transfer pipe for the time being. See, battery has been placed. Battery should be completely charged. Block breaker should be breaking it. And we get a battery 100% charged. And in a while we are gonna plop back to another block. So in theory now we can say this. We can say to the system, if you have a battery which has been used once because it's 60%, just go and charge it. We are gonna get a battery at 100%. So now whenever we make motors, we can do that. We can we can cycle one motor after another. There is a downside. If we want to make more than one motor at once, the game still doesn't like it. Huh. An unforeseen consequence, interesting. While yes, forge... Ah, fuck, can't I... Ah, see, I have to replace the timer. There is some finicky to it, but that's okay. While yes, you have that thing which is incredibly comfy. That thing is also cutting access to our interface. So now our interface is not powered. It's not too bad. We can easily fix it in post. Now we can just drop another dead cable. Like we can just say this chubby guy goes to this side and we should be totally fine. There we go. We also don't need this cable here. And there we go. So now we have a battery charge system. So batteries are completely automated now. Also, this system could be used to just provide energy to our stuff. We can like plop batteries in, wait 30 seconds, remove them, plop a battery in, wait 30 seconds. We can chain like several batteries at once and just use them for power things. But let's not get ourselves like ahead of ourselves too quick. So now this thing is gonna use a battery block with a battery block. Which sounds dumb, but it should be working actually. And depending on our luck... also that system is made in a way that if we place a battery at any moment, we won't have a problem. Because this placer works only for one tick, which is the tuck we get from the timer. See? This thing is gonna tuck only once. And the placer acts only one pulse. It doesn't repeat, it doesn't constantly do it. Tuck only for that moment. So let's say we give a battery to the placer when this thing triggers. So like right around now, it's kind of like half point. Let's say we put a battery in this placer, nothing happens because this placer is not doing anything. Once this thing turns over, the placer has already stopped. Sorry, the breaker has stopped. So this thing shouldn't be breaking on timing. Meanwhile, if we were to use auto placers and auto breakers, we would have trouble. That system is completely time-proof, which is very important if you have to rely on it. So let's make another motor then. Why don't we? I mean, we know how to make batteries now, so... Motor. We need 10 lead. Well... and that's how the cookie crumbles. We have a bunch of lead. We are chilling. We can still make only one motor at a time. We can just fix it by making more batteries, though. Okay. How many motors more do we need? I think we need like one extra motor. Yeah. Okay, let's try to make a new motor. In theory, now we should be charging the motor. So let's go on motor. With some luck, we will see a battery being placed and broken. Now we are in the placer phase. So now the placer has placed a 60% battery in here. The breaker is activating, but it doesn't matter because we are not placing anything. Now the placer worked. So now our battery should be 100%. It charges in like, I don't know, like half a second. I put 10 seconds in because we don't have that kind of request. So now we should have 100% battery dropped into the system. And they should be coming back home to our motor. And now we should have back another 60% battery. So we have a motor here. And our battery is 60%. So we kinda just did some shenanigans. And we are swapping things over and over. It feels dirty almost, right? Like we kinda just did some shenanigans. It's kinda shenanigans. Sharali Shenanigans. We did some shenanigans though, didn't we? Let's make... Wait, we don't have any of these guys? Any of these diamonds? We need to make 4 of them. We can only make 3 at the moment though. That's fine. So we have made an automated motor production line. It sounds stupid. It sounds incredibly stupid, but this actually is used to make motors. Like, how the fuck am I gonna explain it to somebody? Yeah, this makes motors because we grab a battery, we just drop it into the ground, it somehow gets charged on impact with the floor, and that gets just broken again, so we have a charged battery so we can make a motor. Like, fuck, man. How do you... Tide goes in, tide goes that, you can't... Tide goes out, you can't explain that, you know? Magnets, how do they work? Oh, this fits the square so well. I hate it. It fits the thing so perfectly. Why? Boink. Okay, we need still 1 diamond cutting head. To make that, we need to automate diamond explosions. Let's see if it's worth to automate diamond shards. Because if it's not, I'm not gonna work on it, you know. It just works. It just does. You shut the fuck up. You don't ask questions, okay? Magical lamp. I have no clue what a magical lamp does. Also, logic matrix programmer. Actually, I don't think I want to automate these guys. Just because you don't need more of these lacerators. Like, do we have more use for these guys? No. No, this is all the things they can do. So lacerators can go through a bunch of things. They can make gravel into sand, glass into sand, but only 10%. Bricks into brick. This is so stupid. Cobweb into string, but it's not 100%. Spawners into iron bars. Moss stone into gravel. Furnace into stone. Wait, you can make furnace into stone? What the fuck? Oh no, that's a different furnace. That's the... That's like the other kind, the debug kind. It's kinda... Oh shit. Snow layers into snow? How do you get even snow layers? Clay blocks into clay. Glowstone into glowstone dust, which is cool. You can make it 400, so this is... With silk touch is actually really good. Stone bricks into cobblestone, that's a shit value. Melon into... Watermelon into melon, that's cool. It's like you get 7 and almost sometimes 8. Glass pane into sand, 0%. Nether brick into nether. Like, you can do a bunch of things. Some of them are kinda useless. Like, you are never gonna destroy a redstone lamp to get 4 glowstone dust. Maybe you will. Hay bale into wheat. You don't even get 9 of them, always. Enchanted book into leather must be the most wasteful thing ever, actually. Player head into rotten flesh? Jesus Christ, man. Have some decency. Netherrack into netherrack powder. Huh? Aquaregia. Oh, fuck, you need Aquaregia. Aquaregia is used for crystallizers. Also, those guys, those diamond cutting heads are used for ore processing. We might get into ore processing another stream, but for now, let's just go grab the last diamonds and make more shards. I'm gonna use industrial TNT this time though, because industrial TNT, we have a bunch of it and it doesn't break anything, so. I'm gonna make an explosion place somewhere. Let's grab a stack of obsidian. Where the fuck not? Ah, fuck. Did I bring myself to the same place again? I might be stupid. I might be stupid. Why? Oh yeah, let's pay to have viewers. No, you know, you dummy. I want viewers because I want money. I don't want to pay for viewers. That's completely opposite. It would be the same as me going to work and paying to be able to work. Like, that's not how it works. Silly bots. Vulgar dialectic, man. This name is like some TF2 player with like 7,000 hours on sniper, and his weapon has like some sort of like Latin name or whatever. That probably translated becomes your mom is fat or something. We might be looking into making more agricraft plants to support our need. Also, ouch. What happened? You feel attacked? Did you spend 4,000 hours on TF2 and you have a Latin name on your weapon that says your mom is fat? Because that's a very specific thing. Like, if you feel attacked from that, I don't know what to tell you. Like, that's incredibly specific. I mean, I'm not gonna judge you if you have a weapon that's called your mom is fat in Taiwanese or whatever. 300 Latin name, but is named after the White Death. Oh, fuck's sake! Come on, man. On sniper too, I bet. God, there is some sort of meme about piss. I should make. So you like piss, huh? That's it. That's okay. Honestly, I was invited by a friend of mine to play TF2. I just was too focused on other stuff. Like, I only have so many hours in the day, and in the weekends, fuck's sake. Jarate. No, yeah, I know it's Jarate, but... No, yeah, I know. I have played TF2, but like, man... Anyway, I was invited to play TF2 again. The issue is that I just like MVM, and I don't really play shooters much. Like, I think that the FPS game I play the most is Minecraft. It's kinda it. And Minecraft is not even an FPS. I mean, you could make it into an FPS, but it's like the only first-person game I play, really. Come to think of it, so... 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I somehow fuck up this thing? Yes, I made it one larger actually. It takes ages to break obsidian even with this pickaxe. This is like the best pickaxe in the game, holy shit. At least the best pickaxe I can achieve for now. It's also not an assist strategy with a shotgun counter. Weird! Actually, surprisingly weird. What, are you using stock? Or do you prefer to use some other, like the Machina or the Bazaar bargain? Anyway. But... Oh, I guess you don't get the thing back, even with the industrial TNT. That's Tokyo Bazaar though. A Bazaar is kind of broken. So I was wrong entirely. You don't get the block regardless back. Maybe I just had two blocks in my inventory. I could have just used a tiny TNT then. Tiny TNT doesn't... Whatever, man. It has been done anyway. Bazaar is so broken. Like, if you are decently good at the class, Bazaar has no downside. Yeah, it's like it charges low at first. Bitch, nobody gives a shit. You are gonna get up on kills immediately, and then you're gonna have a better stock. For the low of price of... Absolutely fucking... 208. Fuck's sake. Of course on Dustboard. I'm surprised you weren't playing 2-Fort, you know? I think that 2-Fort is actually shit for snipers though, so I could see that actually. You don't really want to be a sniper on 2-Fort? Nah, I always have been up. So okay. My most played class way back then was Engie. And I used to play Dust Bowl as well. And then I kind of switched to the Church of Pyro, so... But I'm not really good at the game. I'm not really made for shooters. I don't have the fast reflexes a game like TF2 needs. To be fair, Pyro doesn't need that too much. But yeah, I still suck at the game regardless. Sniper demo engine. Yeah, I mean, I think I was pretty decent at Demo Man too. That's because Demo is rather easy. Honestly, maybe it's just me, but I feel that Demo is easy. Like, you just, you know, you just spam your pills, you spam your bombs. If you have the quickie charger, it's even better, but, you know, just fire stickies and then right-click at random when people are around, you just boop. Trap setting is cool, but also offensive placing is amazing with stickies. Especially, let's say, for some ungodly reason, you actually are charged. Man. If you are under, like, the effects of Uber Charge, Kritzkrieg, man, if you're under Kritzkrieg, you are blowing up the entire team. For the low of price of nothing. Kritzkrieg makes stickies stupid. There is no way around that. Like, you just do so much stupid damage with Kritzkrieg. Also, Kritzkrieg doesn't do too much to pills. Because nothing wipes out me, absolutely. Unless they have their own Uber to push out, but if you're playing with randos, you don't really see that kind of coordination. I would say though that crit sentry, yeah. I would say though that Blitzkrieg is a bit worse on Demo Man just because the pills don't suffer from fall off. Meanwhile, a soldier would use the Kritzkrieg better than the demo. Unless you are sticky, unless you are using stickies, of course. If you're using stickies, then yeah. But soldier probably appreciates the crits a bit more. Maybe I'm wrong though. I'm not like that crazy good about the game. You know? I just know things because I watched the TF2 videos and I played a bit of TF2 myself. But yeah, I think it's like 100. I think I played 100 hours or so. So I know the mechanic, I'm just bad at execution. Because, yeah. Okay, we have oak wood. Let's make 2 more patterns. We need to teach the system how to make oak barrels. So this guy is called oak barrels, oak wood barrels from Factorization. Can be made out of a bunch of woods, but I'm pretty sure it's none of the woods I have. Kapok. Is it from extra biome? Lag, lag, lag. No, it's from forestry. Okay. We're gonna just make oak barrels. Okay. So oak wood barrels are made like this. So we need to teach the system how to make oak slabs. Let's make 2 of these guys. We are missing iron. Surprising. Surprise, we are missing iron. We are always missing iron. The joke is that iron doesn't exist. It's actually like a primal entity that sometimes happen to exist in the same time as we do. Anyway. So we need to teach the system how to make a wood slab. Oh fuck, we need to teach it also to make wood planks then. Yeah. And then oak barrel. So we need another pattern. We're missing 4 glass. Jesus fuck, man. I can't wait to have automated glass, honestly. Oh, by the way, Tia, have you, since you're a bit more in touch with the streamers, have you watched the Deer or other people? I honestly, whenever I'm not streaming, I'm not really looking at Twitch, and when I'm streaming, well, I can't be looking at Twitch because, you know, I'm streaming. So I kinda haven't talked much to the other guys. Like, it came to my mind that we kinda wanted to check something in the guild for wilds, right? I haven't in a few weeks. I see. Well, we'll see if with wilds coming out, the Sapphire Guild is gonna do something. Maybe we could do some cleanup of the people who aren't streaming in general, not specifically Monster Hunter, because I understand people wanting to move away from a specific game. But it would be interesting to see like some sort of collabs or, you know, anything between the members. Else the Discord is kinda useless, I feel. Weirdos. Don't say that. Playing other game is completely fine, I do it myself. Yeah, only Monster Hunter, sure. But not every person does 100% or every Gallens like I do, you know, or like you do. So I would say that I understand if people want to break up a bit. Oh, actually. Yeah, should be still barrels. I guess. I mean, some people are probably just gonna go like do the story, get to the hub. Maybe do open hub with viewers, because like open lobby turns is a thing that many streamers do. And then from I don't know. For example, I don't see Radar playing only wilds. I'm pretty sure he said before that he doesn't really want to focus on only Monster Hunter, especially because I might be wrong, but I think that Radar kinda either wants to have a decent amount of views or has some interest in getting I don't know how much money, maybe it's not the money, it's just the view, etc., the viewership. And if you focus on only one game, especially in the moments of drought, it's really hard to keep the same amount of viewership, which I completely understand, you know. Like, absolutely. I mean, I only have droughts, so... Okay, so this is our system now. We should be working completely. So we go to this mem, and we go... From our chest, we output in... let's do barrel, and do select all. And then we go run a command once per target. You can blacklist or whitelist stuff, so we are blacklisting nothing. In theory now, the items should be distributed equally, I think. Or maybe it's just gonna try to dump everything, we'll see. There is some difference in here in how it behaves, we'll see about it. You can do so many things, by the way. Run command once per target or share command once. Let's try share command first. Oh, right, we can't access the chest now. How stupid. I can't put anything in the chest to try out Lamau. Yeah, as in the thing about the streams you do, you are the one that posts there. But that's because I don't feel like annoying people with my streams. Besides, I'm not really a person who posts about my streams in general. Like, for example, I never posted in your server or anywhere else apart from mine because I don't expect people to care if they are not in my server. And even the people that are in my server, they don't really care. Is that a fucking Amogus? Nah, fuck it, I see it everywhere. The funny astronaut. Oh god. Somebody help me. I see the funny astronaut wherever I go. Yeah, fair enough. No. I understand that, yeah. If you put it like that, yeah, I totally see it. I wonder if people raid anymore, because weren't raid kinda changed? Like, you can't only do the command now, right? You have to do some other thing. Is this thing pushing? I think so. This duct isn't pushing though. Been a few weeks, I see. His ass is not pushing. Why are you not pushing into chests? What's wrong with you? Is the duct peaky? Can you not push into chest because chest is closed? I hope it pushes into... Oh, like this is never gonna push into interface though. Right, let me... I might be stupid. Because this interface needs to be here actually. And then we need to push upward into hopper duct? Question mark? That still ain't pushing though. What's wrong with you? You should be pushing into chest. Is the chest broken by something so you can't push? Are hopper ducts only able to push if... what's that? A pyramid scheme. It would be a pyramid scheme if you would get anything out of inviting people into it, yeah. But you don't, so that's not how it works. Come on, man. Don't say it like that. I disagree with that so bad. If you got views out of inviting people in the server or something, but that's not how it behaves. It's just a guild for people that, at least back then, were big MH streamers. I mean, sure. But I'm not surprised about that, because usually you don't really see small creators making that kind of stuff. Sure. I don't see it as a direct effect of the guild, though. It's more like we saw the Monster Hunter thing. We kind of share almost the same viewers if we only go for Monster Hunter, right? There isn't that much of a target. So I see why that would be the case. A share couple months per target. No, it is. Maybe there were other plans and they didn't get through, and that's why we... Maybe? I don't know, because like schedule... so it's not like to bash on you or something, just clearing, because some people feel squeaky about it. I just feel that it's more of a matter of coincidence, and maybe there were plans that didn't go through. So it kind of isn't being used to its power, to its potential. Because I have seen people like Radar just stream pretty much at any hours of the day, or the other ones. I mean, fuck. Peebos wasn't really like a late. Is Peebos in the thing even? Let me check the Sapphire Guild. Fuck, where is it even? Yeah. Now I can't see name, god damn it. We have Shufuni. Shufuni I've seen stream at kinda any hours. Shmo. I mean, okay. Can't you invite her? Or is there like some limitation that we... Like, can only Mega invite them? This thing is not spreading properly. Fair enough. Ah shit, this breaks everything. So the common denominator... I still need to see how to make it load balancing. Load balancing will be important later. Why did I make it 6? It's 5. So it's 17 each. You get 17, you get 17, you get 17. You get 17, you get 17, and you get 2 of them. Okay. How's our power system doing? We are using 45 charge per tick, which is nothing still. And see, these guys are just making sand. The sand is pulling up in here, and the sand should be being pushed into this guy. It's just lower than what we are producing. I agree. Well, so I would hate it more if there was like some cost put into it, but technically there is none, so you know, it's like nothing lost, nothing gained. No, I agree. I mean, I see that. I can see why you would say that, and I understand that completely fully. It's not a lost cause though, because at any moment we could just revive it. Straight up, I mean, it's there. Until it disappears, it's there. I feel that Wilds could be an opportunity for resurgence. And if Wilds doesn't help with that, I'm not sure what will, because there is... So the Sapphire Guild is kinda made for Monster Hunters, first and foremost. And Wilds is probably gonna be the next game for what? Like, fuck, 4 years at least? 4 to 5 maybe? Unless Capcom is releasing like a portable inspired game or something. Just to have another game on some portable system like the Switch or whatever. They could do that. I mean, there is always usually a portable game around. But... Treetops. We'll see. Because for what Wilds look like, you can do a lot with Wilds if you want to add more content. Even the base game monster variety, it seems to be incredibly big. Not even in the numbers, but like in the skeleton variants and so on. So they definitely set it up in a way, I feel. We are gonna see a bunch of stuff for that game. I hope it's not gonna be a bunch of stuff in the Rise sense of the way. Namely, you don't get shit until we actually put things in the game. That would be very disappointing. Okay, so we have an automated way to make all of this sand. Now we need to make an automated way to, you know, cook. We can use coal. Slack forests accept coal, 100%. But why do that when we can just use energy? So we could replicate this system. Let's see if Factorization has something else to produce power. What the fuck is an anthropic generator? What does anthropic mean? Anthropic generator. Factorization. It creates energy by having people around. Okay, so that can't help us. Shafts charging. Windmill? I mean, fuck it. We could make a windmill. I don't see why we couldn't. Right? Let's see how windmills work in factorization. Dark iron, anthropic. Factorization mod. Well, we have nothing to teach us what the fuck how a main windmill works. What does a pressurizer do? Mixer, pointer, a corkscrew. Well, nothing like if you don't try, you will never know, right? Besides, worst to worst, it just doesn't work. Like we aren't using much. So a logic matrix programmer, we need to make a blank logic matrix. We can smelt a logic matrix controller identifier. Okay. Let's see if we have any of those logic matrices, because the issue is that we need to make that shitty ass thing to make the booklet for the mod. I need to check how windmills work, and if I can't, like, there is no documentation online, so logic matrix identifier. This guy we got from the golems. So let's just melt it. Let's just completely erase it. Why the fuck not, right? Why the fuck not, right? Brr. Now, oh, fuck it. CD 13 and 11. This might be a bit of a problem, because I'm not sure we got the discs. We got 13. No, we got 11. We need 13. That's a bit of a pickle, actually. Lag. Servo. How the fuck does one get synthesis? Polyvinyl chloride. Mithrilene furnace, weight into 13. How the fuck does one make a mithrilene furnace? Mithril. So we played if you could read about how to make it special. Well, first and foremost, what the fuck is this, man? Chant? Maybe? Mayhems? I remember there was a dungeon around here. Sapphire Raid? Yeah, we need to think of something like that, absolutely. We need to play around the theme of the guild, you know? Sapphire Guild. So it would be something related to that. The issue is that I gotta say I'm really bad at that stuff, so nothing comes to mind to me at the moment. I'm not like a person for that stuff. Besides, I don't think I would have the audience to make a raid worth it now. What am I gonna raid with? Like 3 people? That'd be rather silly, wouldn't it? Never know. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, if I get a bunch of viewers, I will be, you know, I will appreciate that. But that's not my scope in life. I'm not planning to become like a big streamer or anything like that. Twitch is not a reliable source or something I personally would consider, you know, a job. I mean, it's a matter of opinion, for sure, but yeah. I do have a job already, and I don't plan to, you know, lose that for pursue Twitch. If I get viewership, etc., it would be cool. But I would just rather be, you know, myself. I don't want to follow chase trends or anything. So yeah, maybe I will be in the lucky spot at the lucky moment. But if it doesn't happen, I won't like bash my head on it or something. Ah, fuck's sake, I'm stupid. This is star. Fuck's sake, I'm stupid for real. Oh, this is... I'm dead. I'm so fucking dead. I could push the Gallant's knowledge. For sure. Unsure flag. Amazing, shut up. Yeah, I don't know. So the issue is that I don't know how much Monster Hunter knowledge is worth in the newer gens, because most of the things that happen in the game, you can see them now, which is good. I appreciate that. So now, knowing Arcana's modifiers under the 13th of September matters a bit less, because everybody gets to know that, because they just get to see the number screen. So it's not the same as knowing that this skill somehow procs in this kind of way, so you're gonna have that X amount of damage. Now you can see how much each skill affects your damage directly, you know. Which is better, 100%, like, I wouldn't want otherwise. But also it makes the art of knowing little things a bit less worthy, you know. It's kinda like knowing many tricks on how to deal with monsters. They matter a bit less because now they kinda streamlined a bunch of things, or you get prompts that help you with that and so on. So definitely some esoteric game knowledge has been made less important, I feel. Still, I might be wrong, by the way, just my opinion. Can I even use this thing on me? Well, scheiße. What can I drop for this? But thank you for the compliments. Well, I'm making a bunch of strings by just existing. Dim light. Okay, so copper ingots, silver ingots. Let's grab all of these ingots for now, nab them away, and put them back into the smelter. First. we need to go back and try to find that city. Let's try this one, maybe we will have some more luck there. No, wait, did I go the wrong way? I should really have this player. I pinged everyone in the Sapphire Guild. Okay. I will check the message once I'm outside of stream. I would assume it's due to what we want to do, you know, the discourse we are having right now. Now we have to go this way then. We definitely need to use that place for something else. There is no point in having it. I mean, like I said before, having it doesn't like use anything, so yeah. Sometimes some people will have some more trouble because our time zones don't work perfectly. I can definitely assume that my time zone won't align with. Ooh, that's a pink shit. That's kind of fucking rare though. I assume that most of my time zones won't align with other people's do. Yeah. Absolutely. Assuming raids work the same way, that could be a good way. Like I said though, I feel that raids are a bit weaker in the same community because I'm not sure like how many people will. Okay, so maybe some big streamers will stream Monster Hunter Wilds. Like I fully expect, you know, the big YouTubers, streamers to stream the game for at least a while. Because right now Monster Hunter Wilds is probably like the biggest release we have at the moment. And for a good while too. Like the game releases have been completely utter shite, so Wilds more or less is what people are gonna be focusing. So I expect like people from outside the franchise in droves to come here because big YouTuber number X streamed it or something. But apart from that, the historical streamers like us, we kinda know each other already, and so does our audience. So if we raid each other, I don't feel it's gonna change much. We would have to raid towards people that yes are streaming the game, but they are not part of our tightly knit group. And they should do the same, of course, you know, vice versa. Yeah. No, yeah. We can think of something for sure. Even as simple as helping people with... That's a fucking gun, man. They just get a fucking gun. Well, apparently we are actually doing an FPS now. But nah, no CD. That's annoying. We would have to try our hands at one of those golems again. Maybe with some armor. Which we are completely lacking. Lovely. Armor. Let's check. Can I make a decent armor with something? Sorry. Chest. Atlar, Adamantine, Tartarite, Ignatius, Cerclus, Vulcanite, Aximite, Angmallen, Armordrine. Diamond Chestplate is protection 8. Okay. All of this stuff is less than 8, so it's worse. I kinda want to make a diamond armor actually. Which is that diamonds don't grow on trees, do they? Yeah, we actually could. You are quite correct. We could definitely do that. Well, I have enough diamonds to make one armor. Do I want to make that investment at the moment? And then search for those golems? Might be worth it. Because those golems, when they die, they give me a logic programmer. So let me check if there are any diamonds in here. Massive lobbies with just us could be cool. It could be interesting to go like invite newcomer to the series. If they are big streamers, it would be better, but like I said before, I'm fully expecting some people that aren't really familiar with the series, or maybe they played one game, to come in, because that's literally the biggest release we have at the moment. And for the months being, because Shadow AC isn't gonna do shit compared to Wilds. If the beta, if the demo trends remains the same, we are gonna have like 1 million the first week. I think we're gonna get probably 1 million people in a week or so in sales. And after that, like words sold like crazy. Wilds is bound to probably sell them just as much. We'll see. Like, I like your plans. We will decide on something. We don't have that much time though, so I see why you are doing the work now. Basic. Ah, fuck! I forgot to put that. I have 4 here. I have 15 over here. Man, so much cheaper, Jesus Christ. No, yeah, let's make a diamond armor. I'm probably gonna regret it. Bootses, fancies, chesty, heady. While the flipper is not there. Okay, so now we can kind of go try to look for a golem. We need just to grab more strawberries, and then yeah. Might as well go to the quarrying place and just grab all of the strawberries there. Strawberries are kinda shit for food though, so we're gonna... So these guys are saturating. which means they don't do too much, but you can like cover your food bar very easily. Well, don't count on me responding just because we are talking about it now, so. Southwest. So we need to travel in that direction. I wonder if I can somehow repair this guy. So there is a thing called item repairer. From actual editions. It's incredibly expensive. You have to use like a bunch of diamonds. But that thing has the ability to repair a few things that use durability. If we can repair them up with that, which we can check probably in creative mode, we can infinitely look for golems. I should have brought some blocks with me. Whatever, fuck it, we ball. Worst to worst, yeah, if we don't see like any amount of cooperation, like if nothing happens, if you care about it, you could probably set up something yourself, you know. Ah, this is lava only. It would be cooler to do it with the guild and all, because, yeah, I mean, it's kind of the fucking point in the first place, but, you know. Yo, this might actually have what we need, though. If it's not a lava one. Ah, fuck, it looks like a lava one, though. Yeah, it's a lava one. God damn it. That crystal as a shape, I'm not gonna say. Why, that's not a crystal, that's a tree. It still looks like that thing. Famous plug tree. No, Nimble is not in there. Look at this guy. This guy is funky. In his plug shape. Rainbow leaf. Babotosh? I don't know the Discord handler for Babotosh. Because they might not be named Babotosh on Discord, you know. Pretty sure that Justus isn't, though. Neither is Babotosh, very probably, I would assume. My assumption might be terribly wrong, though. I'm just guesstimating half of the time, and the rest of half too. Is there some golem nearby I missed? Should be in this direction. Yo, that one might actually be... What's that one? That's just a random piece of wall. Huh? Odd. Ah, that one is a tiny one. Oh, that one though might have chests that we actually want. Fuck you. Yeah, somehow this piece of stupid idiot goes like, yeah, this person might be a ban evader. Well, if you know that, why the fuck are you not banning them on purpose, right? Like, if you know it's a possible ban evader or whatever, a suspect ban evader, just fucking ban the person. Oh! This is big. Everything else I don't care about. I kinda care about the scraps. Cat. Sure, it's my favorite disc. Nuclear craft. Chimney. What the fuck? Conduit probe, sure. Resist a fatal hit. Okay. Can I put it somewhere? Oh, it's a belt. Oh. What the fuck are you? Circuit from calculator. A Malloy. Are you expensive? Kinda expensive. Yeah, at least like put it on hold or something. Like if you know the person is like, you should be not showing the message to chat and go like, oh, this person has a history of being banned from other channels. Do you want this message to show up? Yes, no. Like if you can know that person gets banned from channels, you probably should be able to enforce something like just hide the message immediately. Ah, fuck, I have no clue where the golem might be. I don't want to use the map again because it might be almost broken. Scheiße. 2039 northeast. So let's not lose track. We need to go northeast. So let's stick to northeast. I think I actually overshot the golem. How many hours am I been streaming? 3 hours and 20. Ooh, this mix is actually gonna end soon. We might have to do the last part of stream. Just let me just loop this. I kinda want to try one golem before I have to go, even if it's later than usual. I'm trying to, so I'm gonna be streaming early for the next times because I want to see if I can handle this sort of streams repeatedly. So I begin earlier, half hour earlier, and I'm gonna finish around this time. So I'm actually adding some more hour like to my playtime. I don't see the golem at all though. Where the fuck is the golem at? Maybe I need to check my left side a bit more. Brown sheep is also pretty rare. Another plug tree. Man, I don't see any fucking golem outside. That's terrible. But I don't want to burn my usage on that if I can repair this thing. It's another fucking tree though. Have I somehow grossly overshot the thing again? This is only trees, my guy. Fuck's sake, man. Maybe I could increase rendering distance. 40. There isn't much to see though. Wait, I see something. Ah, fuck, we pretty much came back to where we were. Oh, there has to be something in this area. Let's turn around and check a bit more of this area. Either that or the map is actually lying. Which I doubt. Well, now we have a much bigger rendering distance, so maybe we can probably see the guy in question. I hope, if I find it, I hope to find a decent golem to work with. I am like very armored and so on, but I don't see anything that could resemble that guy. You can usually see it because they are like mountains that are not circular. They're not circular mounds. They're like... Oh, it's raining as well. Perfect. That fucking tree trolled me. There we go. I saw it. I swear I saw it. And it's there. I don't know why I can see it sideways, but I can see it forward. Okay, now I can see it forward too. I wonder if it's gonna glitch as well. Let's hope for the best, honestly. Action-packed moment, guys. So where is your awakening spot? Sure. Yes, it's bugged. And your broken block is above there. If it didn't render like that, it would be really cool to look at. But I think it's due to Fastcraft. I think it's Fastcraft just fucking with the rendering. Okay. Should be this one. Oh, lag. Where is move picking out? This one? Okay, I see the spots. Do you summon creepers? What did Val say? Oh, fuck's sake, no. That's cool, that's cool. My only issue is that I'm not really planning to do multiplayers at first, so... They are all in the lower area as well, that's cool, that's cool. Oh, that doesn't hurt at all. Good. It's just really hard to break, man. Come on. Don't be such a dick. Come on, mate. Have we broke another leg? So I'm gonna shit me. Okay. Wait, I did it! See, all we needed was some luck. Now, we can drop the blueberries. We can drop the dirt. 100%. I'm gonna grab these colossal mask blocks for sure. The only way to obtain them is from these guys. So. And we got the LMP. LMP is like the most needed thing ever. Well, Val saying they're gonna be streaming the shit out of it is still good though, because it didn't say fuck you, I'm not streaming with you guys, right? So it definitely sounds like we can probably like ask for some collabs or something, right? For example, I'm not gonna ask for that stuff early on because, like I said, I want to experience at least the game up to half of high rank by myself. Mostly because I need to learn. Ask for the keys of the server. But no, I definitely want to drive it into the ground. Fuck, you can't drive it further into the ground. Yeah, there is nothing happening in that server. How? Like, how into the ground can you run it really? Like, Like, can something be worse of nothing fucking happening? Am I missing a worse option? That doesn't go into anything illegal? I'm so glad we managed to kill one of those colossi finally. Because the LMP is a bitch and a half, so... I'm pretty sure that now we can use LMPs to do a bunch of things like servos, instruction plates. It shouldn't consume the LMP. Or for example, you can use an LMP to make another LMP. Which is really good, by the way. Using an LMP to make an LMP is nice. There is also some really cool stuff. There is servo rails. In theory, you could make like scrolling machines that do things. Like you could make that lacerator, instead of standing still, it could be scrolling across a servo rail line and activate or deactivate depending on things. Like you could make it go through a field and cut trees and then stop and cut trees. I'm not sure if there is a way to make a tree farm with factorization. Also, factorization has incredibly cool stuff like there is a way for autocrafting in factorization which is crazy good. It uses barrels. I don't know if I will ever set it up because we have better autocrafting, but I might show it once for the memes. But basically it's like a stackable way to autocraft. Like for example, you can chain things in such a way with barrels that you have wood, you make stick out of wood, and you make a pickaxe out of wood using only barrels and that autocrafting system. It's really cool. Ah fuck, I don't think I can grab every block. My smooth picking, I might not actually be able to grab everything. Me and the ship would be like 60. 64. Oh, actually it's 64 precisely. I could use these blocks for factorization. Do we do anything with these guys? Not really, no. But who cares, right? They look really good, so might as well use them. I wish there was like a smoother version of those or a bricked version of those. That's fine. It's a bit silly that it's like underlined in the name. Oh, that's 65. That's cursed. Sure. No, that's... Say goodbye, Tia. Say goodbye to the plug tree. Bye-bye, plug tree. This stream is sponsored by Bedrive. No, it's not sponsored by Bedrive. Smelt another crystal that kind of... I don't think I need a diamond armor anymore. I might as well keep it for now. I'm probably gonna make a better armor in a bit. And the better armor is miles better than anything else ever made, ever, in the history of Minecraft, so... fuck are these? Repairs block. How do you repair blocks? Can you break block? I mean, yeah, you can mine blocks, but what the fuck does repair block mean? Oh, you want to be specifically like that. Okay, now we made a second LMP. Let's use this LMP to make the booklet for this mod. We need to make a book. To make books, so much logic. Is there? I see a lot of logistic for sure, but logic? Book. You're being funny. You're funny. Yeah, a book makes a book. Yeah, no fucking shit, man. What kind of fucking recipe is that? Oh. Oh no. Oh fuck no. Oh shit. Oh fuck no, it doesn't... Oh fuck no. It doesn't... It says to be an ink sac? That's... Yikes, that's... No. I can deal with that. I just need to go to the overworld, find an ocean, and then wait for a squid to appear, and then just get the squid. It's fine. Why the fuck would you use ink sac and not the black dye from Forge Dictionary? Just use black dye. Now I have to go around and find a fucking squid, man. Not a squid man, a squid, comma, man. There's a little bit of difference. Squid man is a squid man. I'm a kid, I'm a squid, I'm a kid, I'm a squid, I'm a kid now, I'm a squid now, I'm a kid, I'm a squid. You're a kid now, you're a squid now. Ah, yes, Splatoon. Oh, no. I'm sorry, stream. I forgot about the stupid ass radio. That stupid ass radio over there, it gives you like brain cancer, more or less. It's probably playing like trap music made these last years or something, Italian trap music. What the fuck is that? Is it a plastic bag from Lidl? Are you fucking for real? That was a plastic bag from Lidl. I'm sorry, is Lidl in Minecraft? Can you go to Aldi? Is Tesco a chain in Minecraft? Hey, what the fuck, man? I gotta say, a feature I miss of the newer games is that items float upward. It's such a good feature. I'm gonna take what damage. He's 9. Jesus Christ. Meteorite cobblestone, okay. Meteorite treasure block. Let's use our silky pickaxe. Stinky. Let's grab the last ink sac and we are gonna be done for now. The ink sacks, at least. I'm gonna make a book, we are gonna check the windmills and we're gonna make it next stream. 11, 12, Jesus Christ. Perfect. 46 out of 63, yeah. Let's request a 16k disc. We are missing redstone, iron, and gold. We are missing iron. How surprising. Are you fucking with me? Are you shitting me right now? Oh, it doesn't consume the thing. And we have the manual, see? Charge energy, generation, wind power. The windmill can be used to harness the power of the wind. The windmill bases two sides, the shaft side and the opposite of the log side. Fence or log should be placed on top of the other side, begin building the windmill blades. Not being materials are planks, log, woods, and fences, and carpet. The larger they are, the more power they produce. Windmill must be symmetrical. Windmill can be horizontal on verticals. Horizontal windmills sell to the sideways. The process will point up instead of out instead of up. So you can make windmills, and they produce energies. Search for images of windmills. You fucking... that's just pictures. Open the treasure. I could. Book power? The shaft. Tree sap. Solar boilers. The sap chop extracts a thick and falls as is. Calibrating burner will notice. We could also use energy. We could also tree energy. Anyway, do you want to open this? I think to open it, you just have to break it with a pickaxe. Let me see if you want me to break it with a pickaxe still. I'm just gonna grab the redstone. We have tits. Well, thank God we have tits, right? That's gonna help our cause a lot, you know. Because if Monster Hunter players needed a thing, that was tits. Anyway, let me know if you want me to open this guy. Let's work on the 16k now. We're in the stream. Yeah, now Mega has to respond. The allegations. Let me first request this. So it's crafting all of the processors we made. And now we are after a while we're gonna see a bunch of things being made here. 1k. This is the speed at which we are making the logic processors. 1k, 4k. 1k. 1k. This remember are all made there. 1k, 4k. Okay. Imagine if you had to do all of those steps. Do you have any idea how many crafting recipes that is? It's like 9 1k. 1k, 4k, 16k disc. See how fast that is? Do you have any idea how long it takes to make a 16k disc? Straight up. So there is one recipe which is making this. This is one recipe. So we have 2 recipes. Quartz glass is another recipe, so we are at 3 recipes. Then you have these guys. Times 3. That's 7 recipes. This is times 3. So that's 21. You have to make 28 crafting steps to make 1 disc. Or you can just request it. Anyway, we have the booklet. I'm gonna drop the plastic bag from Lidl. And let's open it up with fortune. What the fuck did we obtain even? Cobalt, niobium, and rations? What the fuck, Amari? Are you for real? With saplings? What the fuck did you... listen, next up I'm gonna... Niobium might be good though. Amari from space. Yeah, must be tasting like shit, let me tell you. Probably like shit. Anyway, for today we are done, I think. That's the time we have, sadly. Next stream we are gonna make a factorization power supply, just to have it here temporarily. We might have to change... nah, we are gonna use the power supply just for the auto burning, and we'll see after that what we can automate. Because right now we still didn't automate glass. Fuck me. We still didn't automate glass yet. And glass is kinda necessary to do the crafting steps. In a bit we should actually be able to pretty much do almost anything automatically. Except grabbing the ores and making them. But that's gonna be for another step. But yeah, eventually we are gonna pick a mod and just work on it. Shit. Yeah, I got so mad I actually just put glass in there. I think that's the first mod we are gonna automate, might be cogs. So tomorrow, next stream we are gonna make the auto smelting line and then just work with cogs of the machine. We are gonna play with this funky little mod that pounds and pounds and pounds. Pounds and pounds and pounds and pounds and pounds. It's a good song, yeah. We also have 2 logic programmers now. Woo! I hope this doesn't consume logics. Servos are so good. I want to work with servo rail. Man, once we work with servo rail, we are gonna do some crazy shit. But yeah, that's kinda it. Let me just... And yeah, that's it. Yeah, so factorization tomorrow and cogs of the machine. Let's... I'm gonna end stream now, I think. It has been a lot of hours, and... yeah, that's kinda it. I'm gonna check the Sapphire Guild, etc. You know already my take, so I'm not gonna really reply. Oh, okay. What are you gonna play? For you, or gonna play Zomboid or Stardew? Stardew, okay. Good. With Becca. Oh, date stream. Love it. Very lovely. If it wasn't that late, I would definitely come to annoy you both. But yeah, it's okay. Bye bye, Tia. Have a good have a good evening. Thank you for coming by. I hope my tutorials helped. Or at least like taught you something, I don't know. Bye bye, Tia. Have a good one. Have fun. Bye.